Tchoukball on Fire, episode 11. Welcome to our bi-weekly episode. Okay, Tchoukball Nation, I'm simply glad to introduce my guest today, David Sandoz, President of the Swiss Tchoukball Federation. He is 23 years old and lives in the French-speaking part of Switzerland. He is currently doing a Master in Computer Science at the Swiss Institute of Technology in Lausanne. In 2008, he joined the Swiss Tchoukball Federation as a member of the board. In 2010, he was elected vice president, and in 2011 became the president. In addition, he is also doing the secretary work, managing the website, and is in charge of the FSTB magazine, Tchouk Up. He also is the manager of the largest online collection of Tchoukball photography, which you can visit at phototchouk.com. I have been given to Tchoukball Nation a little overview, David, but take a minute to tell us about yourself. We want to know you, and then tell us how you discovered Tchoukball.
So, hi Pierre, thank you for your invitation. Well, you already said a lot about me. What I can add is that I discovered Tchoukball in primary school. At first I wasn't really interested in the sport, but it's just a few years later, in 2004, that a friend asked me if I would like to come with him try a training in the club of Chaux-de-Fonds. And I went, I tried, and I really enjoyed it. And since then I never stopped playing.
Okay, thank you. What was the appeal of Tchoukball and why did you want to play it?
So, at the beginning at least, I was not really interested in on the sport part of the Tchoukball. Sure, it was fun, exciting, but what was really interesting for me is that it was more the ambience during the training, during the tournaments. That was really great, and also everybody was really friendly with me, and not only my teammates but the players of the other teams, and the overall fair play atmosphere was great, really great. Yeah.
Excellent. Tell us about your motivations as president of the Swiss Tchoukball Federation.
Well, that's pretty simple. I like Tchoukball and I also like to improve things. So I thought that a good way to improve Tchoukball was to get in the board of the FSTB. And if I could dedicate all my time to Tchoukball, I would do much more than I do currently. But as I'm studying at university, it is more difficult for me to do everything that I would like to do. But I do my best.
Excellent. Could you please tell us about the championship structure as well as other official Swiss competition?
Sure. So the Swiss Championship started more than 20 years ago, so it has an history. And at the beginning there was only a few teams, only one league, and now it has evolved. Now we have two leagues, the League A and League B. In the League A we have 10 teams, and in the League A we have 8 teams, and in the League B we have 10 teams. What is interesting with this competition, comparing to other competition we have seen in the Tchoukball world, is that the matches are played on the evening during the week, not the weekend, and it's not the day with a lot of match. It's just really match that are distributed over the season. For instance, last season we had 134 matches for the Swiss Championship. Another interesting fact is that it is the teams that are responsible to fix the dates of the match. And it's not at the FSTB we specify slots where when the match has to be held, and it's up to the team to organize and fix the date. And the championship is open to any team that is in a club which is registered in the FSTB. And if a new team comes in the championship, it starts at the lowest league, which is the League B. And about the League A, it ends with the playoff. So for our playoff we have the half finals, the third place final and the final. And all these matches during the playoff are played best of 3 match. So you play maximum 3 match, and it is the first team who wins 2 match that actually gets, if it is half final, it gets in the final first. And also at the end of the season we have the promotion relegation, which means that the last team of the League A will play with the first team of the League B, and the second last team of the League A with the second team of the League B. And these matches are played also best of 3, and the winner of the match will play the following season in League A, and the loser in League B. So it is a challenge. When you get at the top of the League B, you have the opportunity to get in the League A, and when you are at the bottom of the League A, you have to do everything not to get back in the League B. So that was for the Swiss Championship, and we are trying this season to add a new competition. It is the Ligue Plaisir, which means the open league, and there is no need for the teams to be registered in a club which is registered in a FSTB, and which means that any group of friends can just get together and register as a team and play in this championship. And the regulations are much less strict than the regular championship. And finally, we also have the Swiss Cup, which is a 2-day competition. So this time, this is the match I will play. There are several matches played in a day or in 2 days. And here it's like the championship. The team must be registered must be part of a club which is registered in the FSTB. And it is actually quite different in a few aspects. For instance, it works by knockout, which means that as soon as you lose a match, you're out of the competition, you're out of the race for the cup. And the matches are not played by time, but by set. And to win a match, you have to win 3 sets of 15 points. So that's about the Swiss official competitions.
Excellent, thank you. Are there any other tournaments organized during the year in Switzerland?
Yes, there is tournaments, but they are organized by the clubs, the Swiss clubs, but not the FSTB itself. So it could be clubs that are registered in the FSTB or not registered in the FSTB. They do really how they like. We don't impose them to do anything. They do as they wish. And there are about 10 tournaments each season. And they are more open than the championship. Any team can subscribe, even the foreign teams. And the most known Swiss tournament, the biggest one, is the Geneva Indoors, where indeed a lot of foreign teams participate.
When would be this tournament in Geneva?
So the next edition is soon. It's in December, and it's on 2 weekends, the 2 last weekend of December, I guess. And but the one that could interest more of the foreign team is the one on the last weekend, which is the open tournament for under 18 and adults, and the elite tournament, and also the Nations Cup, where there is national team playing. Excellent.
Okay. Tell us about your work with Tchoukball and what have been the great achievements you obtained.
So, most recently, one of the biggest achievements I can say I have done is the organization of the Swiss delegation to go to the World Youth Tchoukball Championship in Taiwan for the juniors. So what was great is that it gave the opportunity to young Tchoukball players to have a really great experience. I mean, the World Championship for them is like the biggest event they could even ever participate. So it was a big challenge for me and for the other people involving in the organization to make it work the best possible. So we went with 60 people over there for 34 players. So a lot of parents, of supporters, but coach, referees, and staff. And well, I was really glad because it went very well. There was no major problem. Yes, it was quite a success.
Excellent. Can you tell us how many clubs are there in Switzerland?
So there are 24 registered clubs right now. It evolves years by years. I mean, it can go up, down. But well, 24 currently, and most of them are in the French-speaking part of Switzerland. There are only 3 in the German-speaking part. We hope this number will rise. But in the Italian-speaking part, there is no club currently.
Okay.
What I can add maybe about the achievements before. There was Taiwan, but there was also some other things, such as maintaining the task I have in the FSTB. It is like a everyday task, but it is something that really not maybe an achievement, but it takes a lot of time. It's quite challenging as well. So in addition to the presidency, I have the secretary work, the website to handle, and I'm in charge of the Tchoukup, as you said earlier. About the Tchoukup, actually, it's the Swiss Tchoukball Federation magazine, and it's issued 3 times per season, and each issue is printed for 1,300 copies. And the magazine is made of 16 color pages, and it is sent to all the members of the registered club, the PE teachers, and our VIP as well.
David, now we reach my favorite part of this interview, and I will ask you a series of questions and you get back to us with your answer. Are you ready?
Sure, yes.
According to you, what is the biggest challenge for the diffusion of Tchoukball in Switzerland?
So, Switzerland is one country, but we have 4 main languages and 4 different regions for each of these languages. And actually, we realized that it was quite hard to pass the borders between these regions, not geographically, but more socially. And it's a lot of work actually, because we need to translate a lot of things, the website, the rules and regulations, the bylaws, and the articles for the Tchoukup as well. A lot of things we have to translate, and it's not a work we need to do once and it's done, but it is a continuous work because there is always new things, new rules, change that needs always to be translated. And it is a quite long work, not very interesting maybe, and that's the problem because we need this translation to be more open to the other regions. Also, the communication is not easy. I mean, we are in a country that speaks several languages. We learn in school how to speak at least 2 of these languages, but finally at least not everybody speaks very well the languages of the other regions, which implies quite misunderstanding sometimes, and well, it doesn't help. But passing these borders, we hope that if we succeed in doing this, it will improve Tchoukball in Switzerland, and we will have a real Swiss Tchoukball Federation, not only one that is in the French-speaking part of it.
Okay, what has been your best experience in Tchoukball?
So I don't think I have one best experience in Tchoukball. So well, one of them was the World Youth Tchoukball Championship in Taiwan this summer. I was not playing, but just organizing the Swiss delegation, be able to see the joy and the emotions in the players was really great. And other best moments were all the team spirit moment I have with my team at Nyon, the Piranyon Origin, and all these moments are really valuable to me. For instance, each year, for 3 years now, we go in England for a tournament, the Dominic Fox Memorial Tournament. So, and when we go there, it's really great moments for me and for the team, because it's not like other tournaments in Switzerland. This one is a little bit far, and it's not only the tournament that we are doing together, but it is everything else, the trip, all the side moments, and it's a whole adventure that I'm doing with my teammates, and it's really something valuable to me. Moreover, all the English tchoukballers are really nice guys as well, so it's really a pleasure to see them every year at least.
Okay, what would be the advice you would be giving to someone who wants to promote the game in a community or a country?
I would have 3 advice, I guess, for them. The first of them is try to reach schools. I mean, it's not easy because it's a whole infrastructure already in place and you have to get involved into it. But if you do it, it helps a lot to spread the tchoukball in your country, or your regions. And it will maybe not create new clubs, but it will make the children know tchoukball. And as the children are the future, and if they know tchoukball, the tchoukball will be known in the future. And this will maybe help in a long-term vision, maybe, to create a new club at this moment. And what is important as well with the tchoukball in schools is that the PE teachers need to be well trained. I mean, if they give tchoukball, but what they give is their tchoukball, their version, where they edit the rules, that's not good. They have to teach tchoukball the right way with the correct rules, and we have to pay attention to this, because if they don't do that, it won't give a good impression of tchoukball. And we have noticed this in Switzerland, where some regions where teachers don't teach well tchoukball, and the kids don't like tchoukball because of that. So that's really important.
Okay.
Then the second advice I would give is do not work alone. I mean, find other volunteers to help you working on the development of tchoukball and the promotion of tchoukball. The more you are, the stronger you are, and if you can distribute the work the most, it is the best. And a third advice is also to spread tchoukball spirit and the tchoukball charter. They are important piece of tchoukball. They are part of the tchoukball, and if you teach tchoukball without this, it is not tchoukball anymore. So really, this is the most important to me, the spirit and the charter that goes with it.
Okay, thank you. Where do you see tchoukball in 5 years from now, in your country and around the world?
So in Switzerland, in 5 years, I hope that we will have much more clubs in the German-speaking part of Switzerland, because currently, as I said, it's not very famous there, and this will bring a stronger federation for us, and I hope that yes, in 5 years it will be better like this. And in the world, well, next summer the European Tchoukball Federation will be founded, and so in 5 years it will have evolved and gain importance, and I hope that this federation will drive tchoukball development around the world and make possible that all the national federations in Europe are coordinated thanks to this European Federation.
Okay. David, you have been giving us some great advice on information, and we thank you for that. Please give to Tchoukball Nation a piece of guidance, share how we can find you, and we will say goodbye.
All right. So have fun playing tchoukball, get involved as volunteer, and do not forget the tchoukball spirit. And to contact me, well, you can contact me by email at david.sandoz@tchoukball.ch. I'm also on Twitter, David Sandoz. And for more information about tchoukball in Switzerland, you can go on tchoukball.ch, and for tchoukball picture, phototchouk.com.
Thank you, David. All the listeners could find all the links and resources you mentioned today on tchoukballonfire.com/David Sandoz. Thank you for being so generous with your time, David, and sharing your experience and advice. Tchoukball Nation salutes you, and we will catch you along the road.
Thank you very much, Pierre.
Thank you.